Well, hello there. In this course we will discuss the communication process, some of the basic issues in interpersonal communication, methods of communicating, and how technology and the internet have influenced organizational communications. Communication is the process of transmitting information from one person to another. To create a shared understanding and feeling, the word communication actually comes from the Latin word communicator, meaning to share and make common. Communication does not mean agreeing only that information is transmitted and received, as it was intended. This figure illustrates the communication process. Encoding occurs when the message sender converts a thought, idea, or fact into a message comprised of symbols, pictures, or words. The message is the encoded information being sent. The channel is the medium used to send the message to the receiver, including voice, writing, graphs, videos, intranets, television, body language, and so on. When the message receiver sees, reads, and hears the message, it gets decoded. Decoding is the interpretation and translation of the message back into something understood by the receiver. The decoded information is hopefully the same as the information in the sender intended to communicate, but that's not always the case. Feedback is a check on the success of the communication. The message receiver sends a new message back to the original sender, and the original sender assesses to see if the receiver understood the original message as intended, repeating, paraphrasing the original message, asking for clarification, and asking if your conclusions are correct. Our forms of feedback noise is anything that blocks, distorts, or changes in any way the message the sender intended to communicate. In other words, in the communication process, the sender translates, encodes information into words, symbols, or pictures, and is it to the receiver through some medium or channel. The sender then receives the message and translates, decodes it into a message that's helpfully the same as what the sender intended. Noise can enter anywhere in the process, making the message received different from the one the sender intended. Feedback creates two-way communication that helps to check on the success of the communication and ensure that the receiver's message was accurate. Unfortunately, though, problems can arise at any point during the communication process that make the message ultimately received different from the one sent. These barriers can come from the sender, or the receiver, or the organization, or noise. And that's the communication process works.